Craftsman 3/8 inch drive service. Again, you watch the 1/2 inch drive. These have been with me for 30 years. We can get this snap ring out. But they're good snap ring. Bad snap ring pliers. There we go. Alright, here's our snap ring. I'm going to wipe this stuff off as I pull it out. It'll save us a little time going back together. Might not, but it might. Now this 3/8 has got a lot more miles on it than the 1/2. I use this for pulling transmissions with a stack of extensions most of the time. Okay, our plate and our gear comes next. Okay. Here's our plate. It's filthy. No service in 30 years. And that is no oil but what got on them during the work that they did. This is really dirty. Alright, we'll pull the gear out. Okay, I've got a broke tooth on the gear. And I knew when that happened. You can see it right there. I heard it when it broke. So this one will need a rebuild kit, which I do not have on hand. I want to go ahead and clean it out, clean it up, and put it back to use for now. Obviously it'll have a skip in it. I need to find that piece and get it out of the ratchet, if we can. I mentioned in the other video about abuse, pipes, things of that nature. Use a breaker bar. Use a breaker bar. Selector switch. Here it is. Okay. On my thumb there you can see the broken gear. Right there. I'll get it on the end of a magnet here where you can see it a little better. Right there it is on the end of my magnet. It's the broken gear. Alright, at this point, I'll just wipe everything out, clean everything really good. Okay, I'm going to use that same magnet and lift the ball and the spring out of the wrench. And there they are together, and we'll wipe them out, and we'll spray the body of the wrench out with brake clean, and then I'll bring you back for reassembly. Okay, we're back. I want to put a little ATF in the bottom of that cavity in the ratchet body. Just a drip, not very much. Use those tiny set of tiny pliers to set that spring in the hole. Okay. Same thing with the ball bearing. It's slightly magnetic. So I'm going to have to use a dab of grease on it. Definitely magnetic. So I'm going to put us a little grease right over the top of that spring. Now I have cut out a piece of credit card. That's going to be our installation tool. And I'm locating that ball bearing right over the top of that spring. And we'll take our selector after we have installed the pawl through the back. And this has to go in first, this piece here. It has to be poking through the back anyway. So we're going to take our piece of plastic credit card. It's kind of a simultaneous thing. You do it all at once. So I'm in with the selector switch itself. Maybe you can see what I'm doing. The switch is in. Placing my credit card in. And I'm mashing the pawl direction selector gear itself down onto that credit card. There we went. I pushed the ball off the spring, so we're starting over. This may take a try or two. Patience. Pushed it out again. Okay, we got it there. Alright, I'll take you off the stand. Get you up close here. See the little ball in there? There we go. What do people tell me? That's the hardest part. I've done, this will be number 2. Give you another close-up of that credit card so you get the dimensions of it. It is just a little bigger than that ball, and it's stiff plastic. One fella talked about using an index card. I think paper is too soft. This is plastic. A shim or a piece of shim stock may work very well. But there's that. Back onto the tripod. Alright. The plate. Next. Well, actually the gear's next. So put a good dab of grease in there. If you're in a Arctic climate, grease may not be the best thing to use. Okay, there's that. There's the gear. And now our plate goes next. There that is. And then finally the snap ring. Maybe. Okay, and as we said before, I want to make sure we get that snap ring in there. It appears that it's there. That's the ratchet body dragging against the vise. I'll raise it up just a little bit. There we go. Direction. Alright. Now, click, 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 click. And there's going to be a skip in here. Alright, I broke tooth, remember. Right there it is. Right there. It actually feels like it's a couple of places. On the selector gear, there are 2 teeth. And the brake is on the pawl, or on the main gear itself is where the brake is at. But it's still operational. And it's positive. There you go. Again, whatsoever your hands find to do, do it with all your might. Thank you for watching.